In the previous video, we saw why we need exponents. If a number is multiplied by itself many times, we use the exponential form. In this video, we will cover a few more important points about exponents. One example of an exponent is 5 raised to 2. The number 2 is called the exponent or the power, and the number 5 is called the base. The power tells us that this would equal the product of two 5s. Hence, we write it as 5 multiplied by 5. Similarly, 7 raised to 3 equals 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. This was very simple. But let's look at an interesting example. What will 3 raised to 0 be equal to? How do we write the product of a number 0 times? So if this cannot be written as a product, does it mean that it equals 0? No, the answer is 1. 3 raised to 0 equals 1. Actually, any number raised to 0 always equals 1. 23 raised to 0 equals 1, or even 750 raised to 0 equals 1. Surprised? Well, this was an interesting fact about exponents, but what's even more interesting is the logic behind it. We know that 3 raised to 3 can be written as 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Similarly, 3 raised to 2 can be written as 3 multiplied by 3. And 3 raised to 1 equals just 3. Then what will 3 raised to 0 be equal to? Let's go back and analyze a bit. When we came down from 3 raised to 3 to 3 raised to 2, we divided it once by 3. When the power reduced by 1, we divided it once by 3. When we came down from 3 raised to 2 to 3 raised to 1, we again divided it by 3. So when we come down from 3 raised to 1 to 3 raised to 0, since we are reducing the exponent by 1, we again divide it once by 3. And that's how we get a 1. Therefore, any number raised to 0 will always equal 1. Actually, not any number. Any non-zero number raised to 0 will equal 1. 0 raised to 0, some mathematicians say is 1. Some say it's 0, and some say it's undefined. But we can surely say that any non-zero number raised to 0 is 1. There are two more simple concepts we will understand in this video. The first one is kind of intuitive. How can we write 1 raised to 5? It will equal 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, and that would equal 1. In the same way, we get 1 raised to 3 equals 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, which equals 1. Hence, 1 raised to any number will equal 1. Whether it's 1 raised to 100 or 1 raised to 10,000, it doesn't matter. The answer will always be 1. Now let's understand the other concept. We know that 0 multiplied by any number equals 0. So what will 0 raised to 4 be equal to? Well, we write it as 0 multiplied by 0 multiplied by 0 multiplied by 0. And since 0 multiplied by anything is 0, this result will also be equal to 0. 0 raised to 7 will also equal 0. Even 0 raised to 3000 would equal 0. So you would have guessed the property by now. 0 raised to any number equals 0? Correct? No, that's incorrect. The correct property says that 0 raised to any positive number will always equal 0. Why can't we have negative powers here? We will see that in our video on negative exponents.